Chapter 1 Goblin Slayer starts off with a pretty sweet color page. A goblin wounded with a sword through its skull. A priestess trembling in fear with also a wound by an arrow through the shoulder. Going by the image alone, you're thinking, what the fuck just happened? Then you find out a knight clad in armor came to her rescue, looking like a badass, pulling out the sword from the goblin. So already this is looking pretty amazing, but a bit cliche with the whole damsel in distress, but still looking pretty promising. And then it ended with the priestess asking for the knight's name, and so begins the story of Goblin Slayer. The story begins like every other RPG, showing fantasy elements of different range of race and class, from humans to dragons to even the classical elves. Because it's a fantasy-based manga, or light novel technically, there's a run-of-the-mill adventure guild. This is a bit of a flashback to the events from the color page. So from this one, you see that the priestess is going to the adventure guild for the first time to register. At this point, I'm thinking this story could either go one of two ways. Either a happy-go-lucky adventure story, but those color pages beg to differ, or something close to gore, maybe a bit edgy, but I think it's going to be to the latter. The ranking system within the guild, gold being the highest, and porcelain being the lowest, which the girl starts out with. The knight that saved her before in the color pages is probably either a silver rank, which is the rank 3, or maybe gold, rank 2, which we found out that he's later silver. Like really now, we can't even start at all OP like Kirito from Sword Art Online. God, that's way too much. Even for our first chapter, that's way too much. We see around the male adventure guild looking like a knight, a attack mage, a girl looking like a monk, or some type of melee fighter with her fists, talking about an urgent mission or quest to slay goblins, and how they're the weakest in the whole world. Wow, won't this be fun? So I'm thinking here right now. So I'm here thinking like, shit, they want to get wrecked to show how powerful these weak ass shits are. So this would either happen off screen or on screen, which should be fucked up because it'd be pretty gory. The hyperactive dude is literally screaming first death, and like not taking this seriously at all. The guild girl was even saying there might be more people better suited for this type of mission. Because, you know, they're sort of weak. They're porcelain like the girl that just registered. So they're not really, so I'm thinking they're most likely doing this to get recognition or rank up fast. Which is pretty dumb in this type of world. Unless you're the destined hero that was born to save the world from the Demon King with like busts with unlimited power or something. And what kind of pissed me off a little bit will be the fact that they go on and these idiots literally go in to the cave with all these monsters, basically goblins, without a plan. Dumb does that sound right now? How dumb or retarded does that sound? Even the priestess was like saying, shouldn't we have a plan just in case something happens? And they're like saying, no, we're the skill. You know, we're porcelain, we're pretty high above in the porcelain level. And I'm thinking, bruh, if I live in this type of world, I don't care if people call me paranoid or weak. I'm thinking of plan B through D, even though plan A is going well. I'm thinking many steps ahead just in case shit hits the fan and I might die there, or I lose my staff, my primary weapon, something. I'm thinking ahead. And like I said, the shit bit them in the ass. The whole party got wiped out. The hyperactive first warrior got dismembered and killed. The melee girl, thinking she was the shit, came through with a roundhouse kick and got shitted on. With the alpha goblin, or the big ass goblin that stopped her kick with one hand. And wait for it, the goblins actually ripped off her clothes and raped her. And I'm like, what? Like, that came out of nowhere. So I guess that's why they kidnapped the woman from the village. These goblins are either doing this for pleasure, which they most likely are, or maybe for reproduction. Like maybe their race are pretty low in number, or their primary means of reproduction is from other races, like kidnapping races of humans, maybe elves, some other race to increase their reproduction rate. Oh yeah, and the attack mage got poisoned, so now she's out of commission. The priestess tried her best to heal, but she's kind of new to this. She just came out the church, so she's pretty scared and doesn't know what to do in this type of situation. Cause their front line got wrecked in an instant by low-level goblins, and she's still hearing the screams of the girl in the back getting tag team smashed by goblins. So no pressure, no pressure. Nah, all the pressure in the world. So she's scared. She can't concentrate and figure out why a magic or healing magic can't work on the mage. She got attacked while doing this and got separated from the mage she was trying to heal. The goblins see this, which the goblin that attacked her see this, and don't give 2 cents about consent. Cause I'm pretty sure most of these girls are underage. Like what? Maybe the priestess is 15, 16, and they kinda look a bit older, so maybe 17. I don't know. But they don't give shits about consent. This is the wild. This is the fantasy world. Shit happens. So you gotta be prepared for anything that happens. I'm pretty sure she doesn't even know what's going on because she's coughing up blood and her eyes look dazed. So she's probably at death's door. I have no idea what's going on. They then turned her sights on the priestess and she's scared. She even peed herself. Cause she knows what they will do to her when they get their hands on her. So now the appearance of the knight from the color pages appear. Putting in that work, easily handling these goblins like the weak things they are. The chapter ends like how the color page began. This has some promise, it really does, so I hope it doesn't go generic the next chapter. This is an adaptation from a light novel, so I'm guessing that there's a few scenes taken out or kinda changed or altered a bit due to the gore or mature themes, I think. Yeah, it's rape, it's mature. Kinda. Cause I read light novels like this before. And the latter half of the chapter tends to be a bit more graphic. Like the rape scene could be way worse. It really could be. And what kind of was out of place was that before each death with the mage, the melee fighter, and the hyperactive knight, they had backstories. I'm thinking, why? They aren't important, and we probably won't ever see them again. So what's the point? Anyway, those are my thoughts on this month's chapter of Goblin Slayer. Tell me your guys' thoughts on this chapter. Like, comment, subscribe, and share if you like what you heard. This is Cryptek signing out. Bye, guys.